All right, everyone. So today we're diving into this platform called RoleCatcher. And, everybody's talking about AI these days. It's like, how is AI going to upend our world? And I think a lot of people don't realize that it's already starting to really change how we apply for jobs. So that's what we're going to be looking at today.
Yeah, it's interesting, this whole, intersection of AI and job hunting. It's a brave new world out there.
It really is. And this platform, RoleCatcher, it's like they're trying to be, I don't know, it's not just a job board. It's like a whole career command center. And they're using AI for every step of the process, from finding jobs to prepping for interviews.
Yeah, and what I find fascinating about it is that it seems like they're trying to make it accessible
Yeah.
to everyone. That they've got a free version and a paid version. So it's not just for, executives or people with tons of money to spend.
Right, exactly. And that's something I really appreciate. Everyone deserves a fair shot in the job market. So let's say, you're actively looking for a job right now. One of the first things RoleCatcher tackles is that whole black hole of online applications. You know what I'm talking about, right? You spend hours on your resume, you click submit, and then nothing.
Oh, tell me about it. It's the worst feeling, like sending your resume into a void.
Exactly. So how does RoleCatcher help us, avoid that?
Well, a lot of it comes down to those applicant tracking systems, or ATS for short.
ATS.
Yeah, they're basically like these automated gatekeepers that a lot of companies use now.
Oh, so it's like a robot reading my resume before a human even sees it.
Pretty much.
Bleh.
They scan your resume for certain keywords, and if you don't have them,
You're toast.
basically, yeah, your application might never even be seen by a real person.
See, I didn't even know those things existed until recently. That's kind of scary, honestly.
It can be, but that's where RoleCatcher comes in. It actually analyzes job descriptions to figure out exactly what keywords and skills the ATS is looking for.
Oh, so it's giving you the cheat codes to get past the robots.
In a way, yeah. It helps you tailor your resume to make sure it gets seen by the right people.
Okay, so no more blindly guessing what hiring managers are looking for.
Exactly. You're basically giving yourself the best possible chance to get your foot in the door.
That right there is a game changer, honestly. But they don't stop there, do they? Tell me about this whole resume tailoring thing, because that's something I'm really curious about.
So this is where it gets really interesting, because instead of just giving you, a generic resume template, RoleCatcher actually uses AI to help you tailor every single application.
Wait, so it's like having a personal resume writer, but without the expensive price tag?
Exactly. It analyzes the job description, figures out what skills are most important, and then suggests how you can tweak your resume to highlight those specific things.
Okay, so walk me through this. Let's say I find a job posting on, I don't know, LinkedIn, and I want to apply through RoleCatcher. What happens next?
So first of all, they have this really cool browser plugin. It's called RoleCatcher. Capture.
Catch name.
Right. And basically, you can use it to snag that job posting from any website, like LinkedIn, Indeed, even company websites.
Oh, so it's pulling all those jobs into one place.
Exactly. You have everything organized in your RoleCatcher dashboard.
Okay, so no more 50 browser tabs and a spreadsheet to keep track of it all.
Exactly. And then when you're ready to apply for that LinkedIn job,
Yeah.
RoleCatcher analyzes the job description. It figures out the required skills and experience, and then it suggests the best version of your resume for that specific application.
Whoa, so it's not just about keywords, it's about strategically highlighting different aspects of my experience.
Exactly. It takes all the guesswork out of figuring out which skills to emphasize, which is huge, and it goes even further.
Okay, how much further can they go?
They can even help you tailor your cover letter.
Get out. So we're talking about the AI actually, writing parts of my cover letter for me.
It's more like it helps you craft it.
Yeah.
You still have full control, but the AI suggests wording, highlights relevant skills. It even points out areas where you can, strengthen your pitch.
Okay, so it's like having a superpowered writing assistant, but for your cover letter.
Exactly.
Okay, I gotta be honest, that's a little freaky to me. I'm all for having the AI suggest keywords and stuff, but having it help me write my cover letter, that feels different,
I get it. It's definitely a fine line. But remember, you're always in control. Think of it less like the AI is writing for you,
Yeah.
and more like it's a superpowered editor. It's giving you suggestions, helping you polish your message.
Okay, that makes me feel better. So it's more about making my writing stronger, not just letting the AI do it for me.
Exactly. And honestly, even without AI, most of us get help with our cover letters, right?
Yeah.
We ask friends to proofread. We use those online grammar checkers.
Oh, totally. Grammarly is my best friend.
Right. So this is really just taking that assistance to the next level.
Okay, I can get on board with that. It's like having a 24/7 editor on call.
Precisely. And speaking of next-level assistance, we haven't even touched on RoleCatcher's interview prep features.
Oh, right. With that massive database of interview questions.
Exactly. Over 120,000 potential questions.
That's a lot of potential questions.
It is, but it's not just about memorizing answers. It's about understanding what interviewers are really looking for and learning how to craft responses that really showcase your skills.
So it's not like just a giant quiz, there's actual strategy involved.
Absolutely. It gives you insights into, like, common questions for different roles, explains what interviewers are looking for in your answers, even offers tips on how to structure your responses.
Okay, now that's helpful because I always feel like I'm rambling in interviews, like trying to cram in every single thing I've ever done.
I hear you. And that's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback comes in.
Oh, tell me more about this.
So you can actually record yourself answering practice questions. And then, get this, you get personalized feedback on your delivery.
No way.
Yeah, your content, even your body language.
Wait, hold on. The AI analyzes my body language from a video.
You got it. It's like having a virtual interview coach, giving you pointers on everything, from your posture and your eye contact to your tone of voice, your speaking pace, all of it.
Okay, that is seriously impressive. I can think of a few people who could have used that before their last interview.
Right. It's like having a dress rehearsal before the big day.
Exactly.
Helps you build confidence, put your best foot forward.
I love it.
And the AI features don't stop there. Remember that Copilot subscription we talked about?
Yeah, the paid version with all the bells and whistles.
Right. Well, one of those bells and whistles is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It lets you actually flip the script on the whole job hunting process.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Flip the script how?
It's called the reverse matching system.
Reverse matching. Interesting.
Yeah. So instead of you spending hours searching for jobs and sending out applications into the void.
Right, the black hole of applications.
Exactly. With this, you basically let employers find you.
Wait, hold on. So I just, like, sit back, relax, and wait for the job offers to roll in.
Not exactly. You still need a killer profile, of course.
Ugh.
But it's more like you're actively opting into a system where employers are searching for candidates with your specific skills.
Okay, that does take some of the pressure off, knowing that you're not just, like, throwing your resume into the abyss. But how does it work? Like, what makes me stand out to those employers?
It's all about how you showcase your skills and experience on your RoleCatcher profile. Remember how we talked about the platform analyzing job descriptions?
To identify key skills, yeah.
They actually do the same thing for your profile. They figure out what you're good at, what you excel at, and then match you with companies that are looking for those things.
So it's like having a personal headhunter, but without the hefty fees.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just keywords. The system takes into account your career goals, your desired location, even your salary expectations.
So it's like a matchmaking service, but for your career.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. But it does make you wonder, if everyone starts using these AI-powered platforms, is it going to be even harder to stand out in the job market?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it really speaks to a larger point about how work is changing. In the age of AI, it's not just about having the right skills anymore. It's about being adaptable, being a lifelong learner,
Yeah.
and being able to demonstrate those uniquely human qualities that AI can't replicate.
So things like creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence.
Exactly. And that's where I think RoleCatcher's focus on career development is really smart. Because it's not just about helping you find a job, it's about helping you build a sustainable and fulfilling career.
Right. Especially in a world that's changing so quickly.
Exactly. They're not just preparing you for the job market of today, they're trying to prepare you for the jobs of tomorrow.
And that's what makes this platform so fascinating. It really feels like a glimpse into the future of work.
It does.
So we talked about how RoleCatcher can, help you find jobs, even like get you noticed by employers. But I'm really curious about this career compass thing. It's like they're trying to help you, not just win the job hunt, but like plan your whole career trajectory.
Yeah, it's interesting. It really shows how things are changing. It's not just about finding a job anymore. It's about building a career that works for you, that evolves with you.
Totally. So it's not just for like new grads or people making a big career change.
Not at all. I think it could be valuable at any stage. I mean, think about it. The old school career ladder, practically extinct. It's all about zigzagging, sidestepping, maybe even inventing your own role as you go along.
So true. And that's where I could see this career compass being super helpful, even for someone like me who, I'll admit, sometimes feels a little lost.
Well, they've definitely packed this section with resources. We're talking like detailed career guides for tons of different professions. You can dive into typical responsibilities, salary ranges, even get a feel for what the potential career path looks like.
So it's like having a crystal ball for your career, but with like actual data behind it.
Exactly. And it's not just static data either. The job market changes so fast, what's in demand is constantly shifting. But RoleCatcher seems to be on top of that.
For sure, they're always updating these guides. And they're really good at highlighting those transferable skills we talked about. You know, the ones that can take you from one industry to another.
Right. Or even help you level up in your current field.
Exactly.
And that's key, because the days of having one job for life are long gone. RoleCatcher seems to get that. We need to be adaptable, always learning.
Lifelong learners.
Exactly. And that actually brings us to another thing I wanted to touch on, their approach to skills development.
Oh, yeah. It's not enough to just have skills anymore, right? You got to be constantly growing, evolving.
Exactly. And that's where RoleCatcher goes beyond just information. They actually connect you with opportunities to learn.
Okay, how do they do that?
They've partnered with a bunch of online learning platforms, curated this whole library of courses you can take.
So whether I need to brush up on my coding skills or finally figure out how to use that new design software, they've got me covered.
It seems that way. And what's really smart is how they integrate those recommendations. Remember how we talked about RoleCatcher identifying skills gaps?
Yeah, like it was reading my mind.
Right, so let's say it spots a skill you're lacking, but it's one that's in high demand for the jobs you want. Boom. RoleCatcher might suggest a few specific courses to help you fill that gap.
Okay, that's awesome. It's like they're not just helping you get hired, they're helping you become more hireable.
Exactly. It's that long-term thinking that I appreciate.
Me too.
But, we've been pretty enthusiastic about RoleCatcher, and for good reason. It's a really impressive platform. But it's important to remember that no platform is perfect. Are there any potential downsides we should be thinking about?
That's a good point. We've got to be aware of the limitations of any tool, especially one that's using AI.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing to remember is RoleCatcher is just that, a tool. It's here to assist you, to give you an edge, but ultimately your career is your responsibility.
Right. Don't let the AI do your thinking for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Question those AI recommendations, do your own research, and most importantly, never stop learning and growing on your own terms.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So there you have it, everyone, our deep dive into RoleCatcher. It's a fascinating glimpse into the future of job hunting, career planning, and maybe even the future of work itself. Thanks for joining us, and remember, no matter where you are in your career, the most important tool you have is your own drive to succeed.